I think I said something too.
We were hanging out with him like a couple years ago, and just like, on the boardwalk and Venice Beach or whatever, and he kind of just disappeared into the ether, just wandered off, and we never found him again. Damn.
It's really fucked up how that happens. Didn't I? I thought
Sometimes,
I commented too.
Yeah, sometimes
I think I thought about commenting. Oh wait, no, I did.
Yeah. Wait, you also commented we lost him?
Yeah.
Did you comment that independently of me, or did you just see that and just...
I saw that the guy asked.
Reiterate. Yeah.
Another guy
I'm
asked.
glad I'm glad our stories are both linking up, I'm glad
wouldn't want to... Yeah.
We both have it down. What happened.
Right.
Rest in peace. He was a real lad. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if he's dead or not.
Is he not dead?
He could be anywhere.
Oh, I just assumed he was dead.
No. I mean, he could be. I mean, you never really know.
I thought, after the debate about him moving to St. Louis, he just it was like seppuku, like the shame he baited us. So he.
Yeah, and he had the audacity the other day to tell me that I'm the one who moved away.
Wow.
Listen, Sean, I didn't move away.
You moved back.
I moved back, and you said you were going to. I'll never let him forget this. You said you were going to move to St. Louis with me, and you got me all excited.
Yeah,
but,
I pretty much I heard that. I was hard for like a couple months.
I was stoked
until I was fully engorged.
Yeah, I had
my member was
24-hour half chub, like
I'm talking about my member was so fucking thick, bro. And then
yours might have been a little bit thicker than mine.
Just thinking about Sean being back here, being on the podcast regularly.
Right. Thinking about just how much poontang would be slung his way if he were to move here.
There's so much free pussy out here, bro.
It's like water. I try to taste like I'm having trouble dating in LA. I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking like a shit show down the old LA way.
How much
snapped up like freaking licorice pops.
Bro, pussy is so expensive out in LA, bro. And the thing is, like, Sean's got a limited. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. Sean has a limited budget for pussy, right? And it all goes to Pete.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's understandable to have a limited budget for pussy, but it's just like shit, bro. Come down, come over here. The grass is greener. The pussy's basically free.
Are we talking about the same?
I mean, what do you got? Yeah, no, I am. But the thing is, the pussy budget, they both, there's two different pussy budgets, but they run into each other, because it's all coming out of the same bank account.
They collide. Yeah. I think he finally finished paying off Pete's medical bills.
God bless.
Yeah, and then I think Wesley had some condition that he had to help pay for too.
Well, that's
so these pussies really keep him down.
I want some. Yeah, we need some pussy to keep him up.
Yeah, it's like freaking like he's climbing out of the trenches of.
It's like Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah, like what do you call it? Would you say Sean's like, like middle class income or like lower middle class income?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea how much Sean.
I don't know. I don't know what his finances are
in my
like.
head, Sean's a billionaire.
I mean, obviously, like he's worth
in his heart,
an immense amount of money, near priceless. I'm talking about his functioning capital.
Oh, his liquid capital, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Probably in terms of LA, probably lower middle class.
Lower middle class, yeah. See, like he's trying to pull himself out of the pool of middle class mediocrity.
Yeah, but once you move to St. Louis, like if you're lower middle class in LA, like you're basically a billionaire here.
You're literally rich here.
You're literally rich.
Like I keep telling people, move to St. Louis. It's nice here. It's nice. It's actually nice though.
It's cheap.
It's actually nice though too.
Comparatively, compared to places like LA, especially. Yeah, man. Yeah, I wonder how much you spent to see Oppenheimer and Barbie. Probably.
Oh yeah.
$1 kajillion per film. I imagine.
I mean, if you get snacks, I mean, it's definitely going to be over $100. Definitely.
Did he see it alone? Have you talked to him about it?
No, he saw it with a group of friends, I think.
Oh yeah, right. He lives with that
LA
little like he lives in like a little artist collective. That's what I like to think of it as, at least. It's more like a bunch of guys just shooting their loads on the wall and drawing pictures.
Apparently, they had a roommate that was no bueno.
Oh no! Well, those artist types.
Yeah. And Sean had to give him the boot.
He wouldn't. This guy wouldn't shoot his load on the wall and.
I don't know. I was trying to pry details out of Sean, but he was being cagey. I was like, "So what did he do?" And Sean's like, "Oh, you don't even want to know, man."
Yeah, I do.
Say shit like that to me.
That's why I'm
like, yeah, I do. That's why I'm asking.
That's why I'm fucking asking. It's just give me the dirt. Give me the fucking.
Maybe Sean he doesn't want to gossip about people.
Sean has a really he does have a very a well-developed sense of propriety. I'll say that.
Yeah, he came up in Scientology, so he knows how to keep a secret.
Right. Yeah. If he was still alive, I would say that he has a strong sense of propriety.
Oh yeah, we're going on the lore that Sean is dead.
Yeah.
Until he makes his triumphant return.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'm just in my head, it's like he's in the same state as like my erection, as it pertains to him, So like he killed my boner. Now he's dead. Yeah.
But he's gonna come back one day.
Does he watch these? I wonder. Does he watch these?
I think he watches them sometimes. I hope he does.
Yeah.
I know he watched a few, but he probably isn't like
He's not still tuned. He's not still tuned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else he got better to listen to?
I know, right?
Probably
it's like the best podcast ever.
Probably stuff about comic books and.
I wish more people made a podcast like ours.
I know.
I look for them. There's not that many. Yeah, most people talk about stupid shit.
Really?
Like they want to discuss Barbie and Oppenheimer and dumb shit like that.
I know. So yeah, horrible.
Yeah, we don't do that kind of thing.
I'm looking for him too. It's like I'm basically that meme of John Travolta just like standing there and like looking. It's casual, but I am looking.
Yeah. So how about that Oppenheimer?
I know. What about Barbie?
It was good, man. I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah. Did you like Oppenheimer?
Well, what you don't know about me and Oppenheimer is that I literally saw it 2 times in the same day.
Why? Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. It was a fucking gauntlet, bro.
So you could have done the Barbie Oppenheimer double feature, but you chose not to.
Well, so the issue was that I thought it was coming out the week prior, but actually I got tickets for opening day. And then Mackenzie and I, to see it with Mackenzie, and we had people to watch the girls, my mom or whatever.
Nice.
Took them to Grant's Farm, so they had a good time. Took them to Grant's Farm, so they had a good time. But then, so we had those tickets. They were secured. And then Noah was in town for a couple weeks, and he was like, well, he doesn't ever want to do anything, So he was like, hey, I'm trying to go see Oppenheimer. It's like the only movie that looks any good, like for the last year or whatever. I was like, yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
He's so right.
Pretty much.
If you actually care about cinema or any kind of real meaningful artistic experience in the theater, what has actually been out in over a year besides Oppenheimer? I mean, I can't even think of anything.
Shit. Maybe that new movie with the cervix cam shot.
No.
I don't know. It's pushing the envelope.
I don't know. I'm just so happy that cinema is doing well right now. I mean, people seem to be excited about movies again. Yeah, it's good. Just wait
till it takes a real nosedive.
Hopefully we keep this momentum going. I guess we can't forever, because we're gonna run out of movies pretty soon here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's imminent.
They've still got a lot of stuff cooking though. Don't worry.
I bet. Yeah, there's stuff cooking. It's gonna hit us in like a couple years, but maybe then they'll just pull stuff out of the vault that was never gonna see the light of day, and I bet those are some real. I bet
those David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad.
I can't imagine that those aren't all just stinkers, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're cut for a reason.
Batgirl will see the light of day. Mark my words.
Yeah, I think eventually it will. Yeah, I can't imagine that they would just delete all the footage. Like they have it on the back burner.
Next scene, they fucking
it's gonna be done by the time.
Next scene, they deleted all the footage to take the tax write off. They had to delete the footage.
How does that work? Do you have to delete the footage to take the write off?
Right.
Does a government body come in and inspect you deleting the footage?
Right.
I would definitely back it up.
We'll see. But but it's like if you write it off, but then you don't, but then later you release it. How does that work too?
Right. I guess you have to unwrite it off.
Unwrite it off. Right. I'm sure there's.
What do they call that?
I'm sure they've got a whole team of people, that they
listen. If you don't like the laws, you can always make new ones.
Right. That's right. Exactly. So right. So Noah was like, well, that's the only thing that I seen the trailer and it looked any good or whatever. I'm like, well, okay, man. Like, I guess I'll go fucking see it with you. Like,
hell yeah, dude. That sounds like fun. So you saw it twice in the same day?
I saw it, both in IMAX. I saw it at from 2 to 5, and then from 10 to 1:30 or whatever.
Damn. You didn't want to go see Barbie with your brother?
Well, he didn't want to go see that, so
yeah,
it wasn't an option.
It'd be funny. Kind of funny if you did that.
Yeah. Well, and it was already too late to get good tickets for Barbie for Mackenzie and I. So haven't seen Barbie, but I did see Oppenheimer twice. So
that's sick, man. So
I wonder how many,
the full experience.
I wonder how many people saw it twice in the same day on opening day. I bet the number is very small.
You're probably like the least film nerd who did that.
I wonder if anybody who else would actually do that. I mean, it's 3 hours long.
Like film nerds definitely did that, but like you're like the least.
You think there's a non-zero number of people? Yeah,
there's definitely a group. There's definitely people who saw it twice.
All right, we're gonna see Oppenheimer 3 times in one day.
There's some serious film dorks out there who are like that, and they just love film, and like it's on that like cringe level of love where you're like, I appreciate that you like stuff like this much, but like I can't even be around you because you just annoy me so much. You might need to be like a patient somewhere.
Sexual release at the very least.
Apparently, they're having like lots of issues projecting the thing in IMAX. Like the spools keep breaking because it's so heavy. They've never had to put that much film on an IMAX spool. They had to like extend them. They had to get special ones made. And then
for the 17 theaters that are showing it and
like apparently there's been tons of issues nationwide. And they're having to fly out projectionists because people don't even know how to like operate these things anymore.
Oh yeah,
like it's a dead technology. Like the only people who are keeping it alive are like Nolan and Tarantino and like a few others.
Yeah.
So it's like just let it go. Just like it's just move on.
Can you imagine?
What is the point of keeping this? Like it's nasty too. It's flammable. It's full of chemicals. It probably gives you cancer to handle that shit.
Can you imagine?
It's stupid.
Going to see Oppenheimer, sitting in the theater for an hour and a half, watching the movie, and then it's just like, oh, gotta come back to see it again. Yeah,
you have to refund and come back. Yeah, apparently, some people like it was like only like the last 10 minutes that like broke.
That's what I was reading. Some people saying that,
and then like that would be even worse to almost finish the movie. Like if
the
it was
last
halfway
10 minutes
through,
is important. The last 10 minutes is important. That's when Nolan really tries to like drag you down into the depths of hell.
I'm super excited to see it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch it in theaters, but definitely Alyssa and I will check it out once it hits VOD in 17 months.
It's really
Nolan does not want you to see this movie like in your home setup. Like he wants you desperately to see it in the cinema, projected on the most prehistoric way possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really, just with the highest resolution.
Some people just can't move
the highest resolution and like the best sound, right? Because like, isn't it like the film is actually like a 20K projection and like the IMAX digital is like 4K or something. Yeah,
I have no idea.
That's what I was reading, but who knows how accurate it is. But yeah, the when I saw it the first time, we were sitting pretty much, in an optimal spot in the theater. When I saw it the second time, we were like in the third row from the front, and it was a different experience both times. It's the movie, I don't know, it's interesting because I feel like you could watch it just like, it's not like Dunkirk where it's like I walked out of the theater just feeling like, oh my god, like thank God that's over.
I really like Dunkirk. I thought Dunkirk was fucking awesome.
It's good. It was good. Like it was just like we sat like really close, and it was just like really the whole time. I don't know. It was just like it really didn't like let off like the. It was just I don't know. It was harrowing to see that movie. Are you talking
about Dunkirk or talking about?
No, Dunkirk. It was it was like harrowing to like walk out like
Oppenheimer was less harrowing.
Yeah. I don't know.
More chill.
I don't know if I could have done Dunkirk well, we saw that Dunkirk in like 70mm IMAX though, didn't we? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that was tight. Yeah.
Yeah, the sound. I don't know. If the sound had been more punchy in that IMAX theater at Ronnie's, I probably would have had a harder time. I mean, it's punchy. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like the fucking City Walk in LA. I mean, it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's not the
Yeah, Nolan's known for his.
I kind of appreciate
his insane sound mixing. I appreciate him for that.
Yeah. Oppenheimer was good. It was kind of it was interesting seeing it a couple. It was really interesting just seeing it twice in the same day. I don't know.
That is cool. That is kind of neat. When else would you ever do that for anything? Really?
Right. Yeah. Never really. Yeah. And I really didn't intend. Wasn't even trying to do it for this, but it was just like kind of an opportunity that presented itself. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like kind of I was thinking it was going to be more about him. Or like more about the Manhattan Project too, but that was only kind of like a small portion of the film.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
it sexy? I heard it was pretty hot.
No, it wasn't really sexy at all.
Damn it.
I could have sworn.
Would you say it's Nolan's sexiest film?
I
heard there's some titty or some penis or something.
I was told. I feel like somebody told me that I was going to see Cillian Murphy's like his cock.
Oh really? Yeah, I feel like I heard that too. Like I heard there's definitely some tit, and I heard there might be a cock.
I heard it was like full frontal for Cillian.
But that didn't happen.
No, not at all.
Maybe you left and went to the bathroom.
I was really
missed that part.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I made sure.
You were there twice.
I know. And after I saw it the first time, I was like,
you were scanning every quarter of the frame.
After the first time, I was like, okay, well maybe it was sitting closer. Like I'll be able to see it. Like I'll be able to catch it or whatever. I was expecting like some kind of like full frontal like dick, and I'm really disappointed that I didn't get that. It was like one of the things I was looking forward to the most. Yeah, there was some titty. It was okay. Like the titty,
nice.
I mean, there was breast. There's
nice.
some.
I don't think no one's ever done that before.
It's kind of just like I don't know. It's not really very sexy though. I mean, like it's like Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer. Like I mean, he fucks. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I heard he like fucks a lot of people in this movie.
That's
fucks. What I'm more interested in personally.
I mean, he doesn't like fuck a lot of people in the movie.
That's like I mean, don't spoil it too much because like I know obviously he helps make the bomb and it's successful.
No, I know. Yeah.
What about his relationships though? Like, I don't really know anything about that.
There's only one fuck scene.
Okay.
That's
better than most Nolan movies though. I don't think there's ever been a fucking scene in any Nolan movie. Like I can't ever remember.
But like I feel like Selena Kyle was brought more like sexiness to the table than like these scenes did.
Really?
Just like being herself, yeah.
I mean, yeah. The only sex scene I can think of is The Dark Knight Rises, and that was like post-coital. That was very much after the fact.
That was probably sexier.
He they shut off his power to his mansion for some reason, like because he didn't pay his bill for 2 days.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's not how the electricity.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, they said
he has no money. He has no money in any offshore bank accounts anywhere. He can't even pay his electric bill.
He doesn't have a dollar.
Every single cent was tied up in the future stock that he invested in.
Yeah. Batman doesn't have $1. That's a good beat for your story.
Good plot line. Yeah.
He doesn't have a fucking penny. He doesn't have a change jar. Like he doesn't have shit. Like
he
Alfred
can't even call. Like, I guess Alfred did fuck off, so it makes sense that you know Alfred probably could have handled things a little bit better for him.
Right.
But he doesn't have like Lucius can't like help him out a little bit. Like Lucius doesn't have his own like bank account.
Man. Nothing.
Help him pay his fucking goddamn electric bill.
He can't like pawn like a TV or something like.
Right. Like how much? Yeah. They were like literally like taking his car. He was like trying to leave someplace.
It's like a lease.
It's a lease.
It's like a lease.
He didn't just outright buy it.
And the thing is like
what?
And the thing is, it's like he's just went insolvent. Like. And they're already repossessing it. Like they know where. Like they're like I'm talking like somebody
was
on
his ass.
Like on the dot. Like oh shit. Like and how do they know?
That's a good repossessor.
And how do they know he's insolvent? How do these companies know?
It literally makes zero sense.
It's like
thanks Nolan.
It's like people don't know that you're insolvent until you like don't pay your bills for like a couple months.
A while.
Yeah,
like at least 6 months or something.
And like why? That would happen. Like he's so rich. Like why wouldn't he just like buy the car? Like I don't understand that.
It was literally just a beat to show like that he's poor now. But it's like you're forcing this moment so hard. Was there any weird shit like that in this movie, or was it like pretty solid?
No. I mean, no, it wasn't. There was nothing weird about it. You know,
it was like so like, when he bases it on stuff, I feel like it's a lot better. Like when he has something to base it on.
Well, yeah, there's a book, right? Called American Prometheus.
Was it based on an Oppenheimer like biopic or something?
There's a book called American Prometheus, and I think he based it on that, if I understand correctly.
That's good. He's best when he's working from something. I feel like because like when he's left his own devices, like some random shit pops in.
The weirdest thing was the inclusion of young Han Solo.
Oh, he was in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that guy. What's his name? Like Aldrich or something?
I don't know.
Something.
He's got a name. I just call him. I just think of him as
Huey from The Boys was also in it, I think, right?
Huey from The Boys. I don't know who that is.
Oh, there's a lot of Josh Peck was in it. I think there's a lot of young actors.
Yeah, Josh Peck was in it. He didn't really have much speaking though. I was hoping for more Josh. I was hoping for more Peck. Cameo. You know?
Yeah.
That poor guy. Poor Josh Peck. His like he got like famous as like a chubby kid, and then he got like thin like immediately after. But everyone just still was like, "Whoa, you're thin."
Yeah, they'll never live it down.
You're not chubby anymore. Oh, crazy.
I think he's okay. And he's got probably got some money and success. And...
Yeah, he like hangs out with the who's that? I can't remember what his name is. It's like the old guy that hangs out with David Dobrik. Who's that?
Ew.
I know.
Don't say these names around me, Mason. All right.
Oh no, I would see their stories like come up like on Snapchat when I still had Snapchat.
Don't say David Dobrik or Mr. Beast or
Mr. Beast.
Ew.
If you say Mr. Beast around 4 too many times, he breaks out in hives.
Ew.
For anybody that doesn't know.
What's that guy's name? He's got some stupid name. Unspeakable is his name. Have you heard of this guy?
I have no idea about this guy.
They just do stupid shit. They fill their entire house up with snow, and then they make it like a winter wonderland and bring in penguins and fuck around.
Oh yeah.
And like the editing is like.
But what about the hardwood floor?
Well, they lined it with plastic.
So they didn't even fuck it up. Trash.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's still they don't want to fuck it up. Yeah, it's a nice place.
Throw that house away. Yeah, get a new one.
These videos like they're the way they're edited is like. For children, you know, for like ADHD, this new generation of kids who like
can't pay
they
attention.
Scream at the camera like really loud, and then they have a new shot every 0.4 seconds, and it's kind of like a nightmare to me, but kids seem to obviously really take to it. So
it's horrible. Yeah,
I just personally, I don't want to knock it. I just don't want to be reminded of it. So
I understand. Yeah, I do like that Jax Films is going after Sniper Wolf. That's funny.
Oh, yes. Sniper Wolf is so fucking...
Sniper Wolf.
Oh, wait, no. It wasn't... Sniper Wolf was in this video. There's this other guy who's like... He makes these horrible videos. His name starts with a D or something. It's like D-Man or some stupid shit.
David Dobrik.
No, not him. He makes like videos about like moral lessons, and they're like for kids or for just really dumb people.
Oh,
I don't know.
I've
seen YouTubers reacting to him before.
What is it? V Sunny or something? No.
There's a lot of like cringe content online.
Yeah, who is that?
And
it sounds familiar.
Darman. Have you heard of Darman?
No, fuck no.
Oh, dude.
I'm glad that I haven't heard about this person.
Darman is fucking a cancer on society. His videos are like next level cringe.
Next level? They've reached the next level of cringe?
You should watch some. They're good.
Wait, you just told me that they're the next level of cringe.
Yeah, I've been watching I've been watching the And Just Like That Sex and the City revival.
I was when I saw that this new season came. Did you watch Sex and the City, the original Sex and the City? No.
I didn't, but I think I'm going to start.
It's probably not bad.
If it's anything like this revival, it's going to be like the worst thing ever. It's literally like the most embarrassing cringe show I've ever seen.
I think
I can't turn away.
I think that it's probably it's probably a lot better than the revival, if I had to guess.
It's got to be, right?
There's a popular HBO show for a long time. I mean, HBO, like, they make, usually the stuff is like has some redeeming value.
It's just like each one of these characters is absolutely, completely moronic and self-centered, and I can't tell if it's a joke or not. Like, I don't understand, like, if they know what they're making, if it's ironic.
Right, like, the
tone is so weird. It's the strangest show, because they're kind of propped up as, like, being, like, the heroes, or, like, people you should look up to, or, like, people you should relate to, at least.
But they're just, like...
But they're like, despicable human beings. I don't know. But it's not done in, like, a way that's, like, funny, like how other shows do that.
Or it's not, like... It's not... Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's, like very... It's, like, difficult to figure out, like, what the angle is.
Yeah, I don't really understand the appeal of the show.
What's the angle here?
Yeah, it's been fascinating.
I wonder if Sex and the City is like that, the original one.
Yeah.
I mean, interested to hear if you watch it and if that's the case.
I've been watching it with Alyssa, and it's like we just like make fun of it the whole time. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
good time.
Classic.
But I am looking forward to seeing something actually good, like Oppenheimer. Like that would be cool.
Yeah,
one of these days maybe.
It's good. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like, it's hard to put my finger on it, because I didn't walk out of there going like, wow, like, what a good film. I mean, like, it's good. It's like technically good, and the story was interesting. It didn't really like, and he kind of ends it in like a way where it's like you don't like it's not like, I don't know. It's I'm interested to. I wish it was not going to be like a million years before you see it, because it's the end is like very weird.
Nice.
It like tonally it leaves you like in like damn.
I heard some people were disappointed that they didn't show the bombing of Japan.
I was okay not to see that.
Did you expect to see that in the movie? Like I did. I wouldn't expect that.
I had no expectations going into the movie.
Yeah.
But once the movie started, and based on the story that they were telling, I would have been very surprised to see it.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like something like why would they show that?
It's not part of
that. It's about him building it.
Right. Well, it's not really even about him. Like, it's kind of about him building it. It's more just like about him.
Yeah.
And like his like, yeah, like.
It's not a World War II like movie. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's told in like 3 kind of separate like ways. Or 2.
Right.
Wait. 2?
There's like black and white, and there's like the color.
Well, there's like,
or something.
There's like Robert Downey Jr. is like a guy that's like that the incoming president has selected for his cabinet, and he's being, it's like a congressional hearing on, and they're trying to figure out if they're gonna approve him to the cabinet or not. And he worked with Oppenheimer, or he was like really, him and Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah,
okay.
he's he's relevant to Oppenheimer's story, and then there's like another part where it's like Oppenheimer's being like basically like grilled and like about like so he can like renew his like clearance.
Oh yeah, because they thought he was a communist, right?
Well, not really. But
that was like later.
Well, it's that's like the
commie.
Yeah, it's like truthful. It's not not that they really thought that he was, but like that was like the ammo that they used to like discredit him.
You're a fucking commie, aren't you?
Right.
You're a red dirty dog.
Because he did have some dealings with the communists party in America.
Yeah.
And one of his hoes, she was a commie. An American
Dude,
commie.
He's confirmed for commie. For sure.
American commie, But this was all like before the Red Scare, This was like when he was like teaching at like it was all before he was in like the his commie activity, if you could even
when did he die?
Call it that. He died in like the 60s or something, maybe the 70s.
Really?
The 70s.
Wow.
Wait, no, he was 60. When did he die? I think it was like the 70s. Yeah, he had cancer. That's not in the movie.
Be cool if he was like interviewed by Sacha Baron Cohen or something. Like if he was still around.
Right.
Or like Eric Andre. If someone fucked with him.
God. Yeah, he seemed kind of like a serious guy.
He seemed like kind of a serious guy, yeah. Might be good to liven it up a little bit.
That would have been good. Have you watched any of the new season of Eric Andre? No, I haven't. Okay.
I have, Mason. I did.
Really? You did?
I'm actually all caught up.
You're caught up? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think I watched all the episodes except for like the last 3. So
that's not all caught up. You didn't get to the cold episode?
The what episode?
The cold episode.
No, I don't think so.
That's a good
that sounds
one.
Good.
That's a good one.
What was the one I just watched? I watched the one. I think I just got done with the one with Chet Hanks.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
He's like, what other races or nationalities or whatever are you planning to incorporate into your personality? He starts like doing like Irish or something. Him.
Yeah, he started doing the Irish. It was pretty good. I'm like Chet. You always think he's gonna like disappoint you, but he always like he comes correct. Like he comes right. Like, that's what I like about him.
He's like a real he's like a real stand-up bozo.
Right. Yeah. He's almost like contradictory in some ways.
he like Eric Andre like gets his name like wrong. He's like he corrects him. It's like, oh, okay. Or whatever. Like I can't remember what he said. He said it.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, I like the one with Childish Gambino.
A lot of really good guests. Yeah, Childish Gambino was on.
Yeah, like not that Childish Gambino was on it because like I'm pretty like cold on him nowadays. But
these days, yeah.
Used to be up on him. I used to be hot on him. Now I'm cold on him. But it's like he just like squirts him with water. He's like, I didn't know you like to get wet, player. Like what the fuck.
Yeah, it was a really good season. I realized I hadn't watched like the last season too, or like I hadn't seen all of it. I think I watched some of it, but I went through and watched all of that first before I started the new one.
Hello, I'm the bench bench.
The bench was good.
Don't take the stairs, take the bench.
I think this new season's stronger though. Overall,
you want a Reuben? Like what the
bench
fuck?
bench.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I wish it was longer. I wish there was more episodes or something. It's so short. It's such a flash in the pan. Like each episode and then like each season.
He said he wanted to have the fastest show on television.
It is.
I think he's accomplished that goal.
I like
I saw a little documentary about it. Well, there's like a little mini documentary.
Yeah, you mean like the episode it's like the last episode of the 5th season.
Is it? I don't know. I saw something.
Yeah, it is. It's like they show like the writer's room and like they're filming the bench. Yeah. I wish they did one of those every season. Shit, but yeah, no, it was. I like how he changes his look. Like he was all like tan and like he gained a bunch of weight, and then like the next time, the next time he was like, and then this time he's like all fit. And like he has got like long hair and he's not bald. Like what the fuck? Man, it's so good. Yeah. And then like the shit with like the Kraz.
Oh yeah, the bug flavored or the first energy drink made out of exclusively bugs.
Yeah, and then there's another like there's like a couple different Kraz.
Yeah, there's Kraz for whites and Kraz for blacks.
Craig. It's the first segregated seltzer.
Chet's like, give me the black one.
It's like two separate but equal flavors.
Right.
What do you say? We're gonna send your taste buds back. We're gonna send your taste buds back to Birmingham. What the fuck? That killed AJ. AJ thought that was so fucking funny.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's so funny, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't.
Alyssa doesn't really. Does Mackenzie like it? The show?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she loves it. Yeah.
She likes it. Yeah, Alyssa likes it. Okay, but she can't take too much of it at once. I'll show her parts and she'll like it, but like, yeah, if I have it on for too long and I'm like in the common area or whatever, it's like it is kind of stressful, I guess. Like,
yeah. The opening especially is stressful.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch around kids too.
Yeah, I like the band.
Difficult.
The band this most recent season.
Yeah, the band was good. They always come in with, like, nice comments.
they're like just fucking like doing like air duster like. Oh man, yeah, it's like
Oppenheimer. I'm bringing this back on track.
Oh, the Poppenheimer.
Poppenheimer. What do you give it?
Thumbs up.
Nice.
It's good. I mean, people should see it, and it's like a well-made movie. I mean, I don't know how you could make it any better. I don't know how you could make it any better.
Sweet.
I don't know. Some of the stuff with
more sex scenes.
Some of the stuff with young Han Solo was just like I don't know. It was a little bit weird, a little bit like for the audience.
Does he play like a young op?
No. No, it's Cillian Murphy all the way through for sure.
Wouldn't it be funny if he just played like the young version of every like character in every movie from now on?
Is it Cillian or Cillian? It's Cillian.
Cillian. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, if he just played a young version of everybody in every movie,
that'd be sick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't do that for Indiana Jones. They should have just brought him back. He's good. Was he bad in the movie or something, or you just know like his character?
Just like his character's lines, were kind of like, I don't know. It was just it's just like had a weird vibe. I don't know. It's hard to put my finger on it, but it just like seemed like kind of for the audience. Like the stuff he was saying was like kind of for the audience. Or something. Because like the rest of the movie seemed like pretty natural, but like his
info dump.
His lines specifically, not even really. Just like the stuff he was saying, because he's like he plays like an aide, I guess, to Robert Downey Jr.
Gay.
And he's like
wouldn't you hate that to be an aide to Robert Downey Jr.? I bet he'd have like weird requests.
I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna.
Okay.
But the guy that got to play Einstein, he was good.
Probably try to get you to sign up for
Einstein.
Internet security.
Mr. Stein.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
he probably wants you to run out and grab him some like new cool shoes. Make sure you get the proper inserts for him.
Right, that'd be good.
All right, let's move on to Barbie.
The Barb.
Let's come on. Let's.
So
burning daylight here.
Ryan Gosling.
He was really good in it. He might have been the best part of the movie.
Hot and sexy.
Yeah, he was. He looked extra ripped. Like he's always looked good, but he looked like he really like hit the gym for this one. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean maybe it was some sort of contouring, makeup, lighting. I don't know, but his abs were looking fucking jacked.
I'm sure it was. It was a line item on the budget.
Yeah, he was looking real good.
His abs.
He had the bleach blonde hair.
Hot.
Big muscles, and he really brought the comedy. Like he made me like laugh. I think more than anyone else. He kind of had the best lines though. Like I think Margot was also really good, but she's kind of more the straight man, of the story.
Well, so sure.
She has less comedic beats.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think I expected it to have some significant backlash from the conservative crowd, but it's actually been getting a lot more hate than I kind of anticipated that it would. Like people really don't like it.
Oh, a lot more. The cons.
Yeah, I mean, the conservative crowd. Some YouTubers I watch, they kind of hate everything, but I just didn't expect them to hate it this much, because I didn't think it was like super overbearing with its like political kind of messages.
Sure.
I thought some of it was a little bit ham-fisted, but
sure.
On the whole, it was enjoyable. I at certain points I did kind of want to leave. Like I was like, okay, like this feels like it's taken a while. Maybe it could have lost like 15 minutes.
That's one thing about Oppenheimer I will say is that it even though it was 3 hours, it felt like it did maintain a good pace. At least for me.
Nice.
At least for me. It really it really moved. Like the edit was really good. I mean, it was great. It's great. I don't know. It's just like not. It's
I wonder
just like
who's cutting his movies now.
Yeah, the music was good, and it's just like didn't feel like it's not like a movie where I'm gonna like think back and be like, oh, like what's one of my favorite movies? Oh, Oppenheimer. It's just it's just like
not on that level.
Well, it's just like the content of I don't know, like the story and like the story that was being told. Like it's interesting and like it happened, but like it's not like like oh like that was like revelatory or it really change my perspective or whatever, right? So, but anyway, sorry. So you felt like it dragged. How long was it? Oh, it was like it was like almost 2 hours, right, Barbie?
I'm trying to find the editor of Oppenheimer. Jennifer Lame. Cool.
Unfortunate last name.
Yeah, unfortunate. And then the director of photography was the guy he's been using for, I think, the last couple movies he did. Yeah, Interstellar and Tenet and Dunkirk. Yeah. Interesting that he kind of switched up his crew. Because I know for a while he's working with the same group of people on the Dark Knight stuff, and then past that, and then now he's kind of working with a whole different crew.
New crew.
That's cool. Yeah. The movie was it was fun. It was toyetic.
It was a fun time.
It was
fun time was had.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Like I don't think it's iconic like the Lego movie was.
Right.
But I definitely love how it's inspired this like wave of passion for fashion and interior design. And just like it's really
a wave. There's a wave of that. It's only been out for like a couple weeks.
It's doing extremely well. It's a hit. It's a bona fide hit with the masses.
Oh, of course.
And there's all these tie-ins with various other products and commercialized.
It's a good way to sell. Yeah, to
things
sell,
for sale.
To sell some stuff.
Yeah. So it's had a profound impact, I think, on culture, which is cool. I think that's when any movie can do that. I think it's a cool thing. So it's fun to see. I don't know if I have much like more like insightful commentary about it. I mean, I don't know. Do you have any questions for me? Can you like ask me some questions? Or?
What?
I'm sure you're curious. I'm sure you want to know more.
Well, I kind of just want to see it. I wish I had seen it already. I just it's like.
What was your favorite part?
Go to the theater. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happens, because I'm not really I'm not really that interested in seeing it in the first place. And if I know what happens, I'm going to be even less interested.
Right. I don't want to spoil it too hard, but
right. I mean, what did you feel like? They told the best story they possibly could.
Yes. Well, because what do you do with Barbie? Like she lives in her perfect dream house with her perfect friends, and she has parties every night. That's kind of how the movie starts.
What if
then you have to introduce some conflict.
What if like a minority?
What do you do for conflict?
What if like a minority family moves in down the block?
No, they're already. It's very modern. There's people in wheelchairs. There's fat people.
It's an integrated.
It's very integrated. Yes, there's all races,
all sorts.
They got them all. Like don't worry,
all different types.
It's very politically correct film for sure. You don't have to worry about that.
Right. Because I always pictured Barbie as like being kind of like a Karen.
They touch on that. They touch on
like a young Karen. Karen.
I don't know if she's a Karen, but they touch on the fact that there's been some backlash to Barbie over the years, obviously portraying an unrealistic beauty standard, things of that nature. She goes to the real world, and one of the kids that is at a local high school, she goes, "We don't play with Barbie. You're a fascist," and then that hurts Barbie's feelings, and she gets sad.
Is she a fascist? I didn't know about
some
this.
people, think that she represents everything wrong with capitalism and culture and all that nonsense.
Oh yeah. Could be.
I'm not really in that camp, and I don't think the filmmakers are either. But I think a lot of people took away from that, that is the filmmaker's stance. It's kind of interesting because I feel like it can be interpreted a few different ways.
If it was, if it was their stance, then why would they make that movie? Because
right, yeah, I think it's somewhat nuanced. It's strange because it's a huge blockbuster picture. But coming out of it, I was like, wow, I can't believe Mattel actually let them do some of the stuff they did. It felt very indie. It felt very unrestrained. It felt like they gave Greta and her Noah Baumbach or whatever, just kind of free reign to do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know, because it's Barbie's such an iconic thing, right? It's really you're not playing with Barbie once you're old enough to have a movie influence you like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
in any kind of way,
I don't know. It was strange because I kind of wanted it to be more adult themed or less adult themed. It was kind of in this weird quasi zone.
It's a weird middle ground
where I guess you can take kids to see it, but there's also the jokes about dicks and vaginas, and kind of some political commentary that would go over most kids' heads, I think.
Right.
And just some kind of intense themes and messaging. So you're okay, they're aiming this at an adult audience, but then like I said, it's very toyetic, and it's very even when they go to the real world is very not real. They go to LA and they go to Venice Beach, and it's super clean, and everyone looks really put together.
Right.
And it doesn't look like Venice Beach at all. You can tell they
there's not
the homeless people away right before the take or whatever.
There's not a bunch of people just smoking weed on the.
No. There might have been some people smoking weed in the background.
In the way in the back, yeah.
Way in the. I don't know.
It's not highlighted. I've only seen
it once. It definitely looked very unreal, and strange.
Sure.
And I think it would have been great if they had made it actually look like LA, and shown the contrast between her world and our world,
right.
Or at least this part of the world that's really fucked up,
right.
Venice Beach and Santa Monica, that those areas are fucked up. If you've actually been there, they're not good. They're not safe. They're dirty and dangerous. And it would have been interesting. It would have been way more interesting if they had done that, or keep it more kid friendly. Because either way would have been fine. It was just kind of in a strange zone for me.
And that's probably the the guiding hand of Mattel, at least in some respect, right? Because it's
possibly, yeah.
Because it's you don't want, it's oh, she goes to the real world and all this other stuff, but like you said, the stuff that kids, the kids wouldn't get, they don't get, so it's and that's really the who's playing with Barbies, who's once Barbies, I mean, I guess you could make an argument that it's oh, they wouldn't want to influence parents to think that Barbie's some adult thing, so they wouldn't get them for their kids. But it's such an entrenched brand,
for sure. Yeah, it's a juggernaut. Yeah, I don't know what their annual sales are but I'm sure they're right up there with Lego and all the other top toy companies.
With Lego, you think? Barbie?
I mean, they probably Barbie itself. I mean, Mattel as a whole probably makes more, or at least the same amount as Lego, I'm assuming, with all their properties combined. I don't know. I've never really looked it up. But yeah, Barbie is probably their biggest, seller, most likely. I mean, I should have done some fucking research before we started this. God damn it.
Let's see.
Because I don't know. Yeah, the whole kind of the numbers in the industry and kind of the cultural influence, I was saying, is kind of the more interesting part to me than the movie itself.
Right.
Fantastic job on the set design. There were some really great musical numbers, and it almost was a musical where I was maybe they should have just made this a full-on musical. But there was some really good choreography, set design. obviously costume design. So it definitely checked a lot of boxes.
Yeah, Mattel's yearly revenue is 5.4 billion and Lego's is 9.4. And Barbie's yearly revenue, the number I can find is 1.6 billion. Or sorry, 1.1 billion.
Is that domestic or international?
The gross sales for Barbie, I don't know, you know. Yeah, I mean, which makes total sense. I mean,
so wait, Lego makes $9 billion a year.
9.5 or something like that is what this says.
That tracks. Yeah, I think it would have been really great if they'd done a Lego Barbie tie-in. I think that would have sold like fucking hotcakes. But they're competitive toy companies, so I guess they don't want to help each other out. So I think Mattel owns Mega Bloks, or I think they're just called Mega now, which is unfortunate.
It should just say inferior blocks.
Inferior blocks. Yeah, they should just be like more honest.
Come on.
I think they did a Barbie Mega Bloks dream house.
Where's the what's the word I'm looking for here? Where's the the Mega Bloks movie?
Oh God. That's on fucking Tubi.
It's like everything's fucking falling apart.
That was on Quibi before they deleted it. That's on Darman's channel.
Yo, no, bro.
You gotta check him out.
Oh, no.
4 new videos a week, Monday through Thursday. We're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
Oh, no.
Over 30 billion views. Family friendly.
No. Did you watch Better Call Saul? Did you watch that?
I watched like the first 3 episodes of that show. I couldn't really get into it.
We're watching it. It's pretty good.
I heard it gets better.
We're on the 2nd season. Yeah, it was the first 2 or 3 episodes were definitely like I was like, oh, come on, pick it up. But like it gets better, and it's good. I don't know. I like how it's like just such a different vibe from Breaking Bad, but like still the same. It's like little thing, some things that make you, I mean, it's like you hang out with Mike Ehrmantraut and fucking
who?
Like,
oh, that guy, the hitman.
I guess he's a hitman. He's more like a cleaner, like he's more just like the everyman. Mike.
He was a hitman in
that's something that he did.
Breaking Bad. It's one of his many.
He was kind of just
tasks.
like one of the many hats that he wore. He was kind of just like more of like a whatever Gus needed, or however Walt whatever Walt was going to pay him for.
I always forget how funny Breaking Bad is too. Like whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, this show's like a comedy, like almost like a lot of times. It's really funny.
There's funny.
Like I laugh. There's like funny moments every episode.
There's
really
funny moments. Yeah, there's funny moments for sure.
It's like a comedy drama.
It's definitely
it's a drama. It's a drama.
It's definitely like 80% drama and like 20%.
It's really funny though. Like I mean, like because like when the jokes come, like they really hit because it contrasts so well with the comedy.
There's funny stuff.
With the drama.
There's funny stuff for sure.
I'm all about that contrast, dude.
Right.
That's what I'm about.
Right.
Honestly,
right.
if we could take anything away from today's episode, contrast.
So what you're saying is you want a whole case of Kraz segregated seltzer.
Yeah. You hit one right after the other, you're on cloud 9, motherfucker.
Right. Well, don't mix them in your mouth.
That's literally a chemical reaction. Turns into acid. Fuck. Whole jaw falls off. Yeah. Hope you like not having a jaw, idiot.
Oh no. Oh no. Dude, yeah.
Damn, yeah, Eric Andre inspires me, man. He really does. I gotta hit Brickworld next year, like way harder.
He really is an inspiration. Yeah, it's tough there because you don't want to get kicked out.
The thing is, I think the next one might be my last. So I'm thinking about getting out of Lego.
You're gonna go really hard.
Right, because like
the next day,
what have I got to lose?
Like the last day, you just balls to the wall.
As long
literally.
Yeah, like the last day, like. I mean, if I gotta get kicked out, like I gotta get kicked out because, like,
you should have
these Lego people. They take themselves too seriously.
You should.
They gotta get knocked down a peg.
You know what would be really funny?
What's that?
Maybe this. I don't know. Maybe this would be really funny. I don't know. Let's see what you think. But you wear like you get like David Hall to like build something, right, and bring it, and like you wear like a
rotten eggs.
Well, no, you wear like a really like a suit that's like really sticky or something, and you just like you're like interviewing somebody and you just like trip and just like fall and break the whole fucking thing. But then it's like a bunch of it's like stuck to you, and then you like come and you just like keep like interviewing people and shit. Like that would be really funny.
That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that working.
We got a whole year.
I tried to do something like that this Brick World, but
oh yeah, he said don't. He said the guy was like, oh, don't break it, because if you start breaking stuff, you might start something.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said? I'm pretty sure that's
what yeah, because like I was trying to pay Gearhart, my buddy Christopher Gearhart. He runs this company called Bricker Builds. You may have heard of him. They do large scale Lego mocks that they sell instructions in brick for and whatnot.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I was like, can I buy one?
I've heard of the man, not the company.
And then on take, I'll knock it over like an accident, and it'll bust everywhere, and it'll be like a funny moment. Right. And he's like, no, they're all glued. I'm like, every one is glued? He's like, yeah. I don't know if I believed him. It seemed like he might have been lying to me.
It's something that takes like a lot more like, you gotta have somebody bring something with that being the intention, I guess.
Yeah, I think next year I'm gonna bring something and then bump into it and destroy it. Because I bought one of his Charmanders and I built it not this year, but the last year. Right. And I should have brought that this time. I just didn't think of it, before I left.
Yeah, we need to workshop this over the next year.
I love your idea of the wheel. The wheels are really strong.
Oh, the wheel's gonna be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to figure out what to put on the wheel and have people spin it, and whatever they land on, that's what they get. So you could win Lego, or you could win something else.
Yeah, like have
kind of like a black like kind of feeder thing around like my wheelbarrow that I always bring. And then there's like curtains that come out and like reveal what's behind, something like that.
You should wear like a really big suit when you're doing that, and like have one of the things on the wheel be like a set from inside my pants, and like you reach in and like you pull out a set, and it's like all it's like all warm.
I've been sitting on it like an egg.
Yeah. I've been
like a mother hen.
I've been keeping this. Oh, finally, I've been keeping this warm for you, bro.
Nice.
Yeah,
I really got to crank it up a notch. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're planning on never going back, I mean, there's a lot. You can be pretty disruptive.
Right. That's exactly kind of my feeling too.
No more out of Lego, huh?
Oh yeah, because like think about it, like it takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, it's a lot of space.
It's a lot of space, and I don't really seem to be making any money off of it. When you get down to brass tacks.
When you get down to the money that you make off of it, yeah.
It's like I'm in the red. Like every once in a while, I'll get like a good job or a good gig here and there. Some company will want to hire me.
Right.
But if that doesn't happen, which it's pretty sparingly
rare, yeah.
Then I'm kind of just making my own content, which I love doing. Like I love making these videos, but they're not doing numbers. Like they're just not. Like,
well, sure.
If I did the same content, but it was like a 2D animated form, like drawn, cartoon, I think it would do much better. Like the top cartoon animators on YouTube are leagues ahead of the top brick filmers. I mean, I am like the top brick filmer.
Yeah, but like, are they? But are they making like good money? Like, I mean, I guess if they with their Patreon.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, like. Yeah, they got these Patreons going, cracking along. They got
if you take Patreon out,
legions of fans.
If you take Patreon out of the mix, I would wonder.
I've been trying to build up the Patreon for the past several years now,
right?
And I've been consistent enough. I mean, the last few months I haven't been because of various reasonings, but for the past like year and a half before that, I was coming out with consistent monthly content. And I was kind of thinking like I'll just do that for a few years and maybe eventually it'll catch on, like, and maybe I should give it more time, and I will, because I still have tons of Lego stuff in production.
Well, yeah. But
I don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't seem very like smart in the long run.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, it's like I don't know, I mean, it's, it seems like you enjoy doing it. And like, like you said, like when you get the jobs that do pay good, like they do pay good, I mean, maybe there's some way that you could just like get your get those happening more frequently. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird because I've worked with Lego a couple of times, and every time I do, I'm like, maybe now they'll kind of like take notice of me and put me on payroll or something. But they never did. Like it's always like a different team. I'm always working with different people.
Right.
And it's like they don't. I guess there's not like much like intercommunication, because David Hall sent me this thing a couple days ago, and he's like, Lego is looking for stop motion animators to advertise their next set, so they want you to fill out this form, and then send it in to them with examples of your work, and then maybe they'll reach out to you. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but like they should already know like who the top Lego animators are. Like we shouldn't have to fill out forms to like send them. It's like ass backwards.
It's corporate. Classic corporate inefficiency. You know what I'm.
Yeah, if I'm Lego and I want a brick film made for my new product, I'm not gonna like put out a questionnaire onto my website and be like, fill this out.
Right.
And then I'm just gonna find people online and just email them. Like how hard is that? It's like easy. Like you like to find like the best brick filmers, you just type in like Lego brick film, and you do a cursory glance and you see what's going on. And then you send people emails. Like I don't know why you have to like add like 15 extra steps.
It's kind of like such a tightly specialized like specialization of like animation, Lego, like
set building, attention to detail, color correction, sound.
Right. Well, no. I just mean like the if some not like all the stuff that goes into it like that. I'm just talking about like I'm not saying your specialization like in terms of your skills is tight on that. I'm saying if someone like how on a yearly basis, how many companies are looking for to pay X amount of dollars for specifically Lego animation. That's what I'm talking about. Like the market.
Right. It's not many. Yeah. Right.
The market.
But like if I got better at 2D, I think there'd be a lot more practical applications for that.
Yeah, very well could be.
The trick is like the thing that really holds me up is like making something of 2D that's quality is going to take just as much time, if not longer, than actually doing Lego animation. Well, animation, it's a lot of the work's already done for you. A lot of the you have to build the sets, but like you have the pieces, you have everything you need to build, the colors. It's all like shot practically, so you can give it an air of production value that's way higher than the production value an individual can give, a 2D animated show.
Well, yeah. I mean, who are the top like 2D people that are like really doing good? I guess is the question.
There's lots of them out there. I'm considering kind of compiling a list. I'm not really in that world. But I know there's some
when I think of like really good like YouTube like animation stuff, I think of like Harry Partridge. Like he's like the one that I think of.
But he doesn't do numbers. He hardly puts anything out ever because he pretty much does it all himself.
Right.
And he's also like working in the red probably. But people who are actually successful on YouTube doing 2D, they're not doing like full on, frame by frame Disney animation. They're doing doing like puppeteering.
Sure.
Eames and Barry style, South Park style, kind of like Archer style, or even Rick and Morty is not technically hand drawn. They're just very advanced digital puppets.
Yeah, like who though? I guess I just don't know. I just never see any of these channels. I'm
trying to think.
Like not to put you on the spot. I mean, compile a list.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back to this. I'm gonna type cartoon funny on YouTube. See what comes up.
Cartoon funny. Well, and the thing is too. Then it's like basically it's like building momentum in like a very in like a different sphere and direction, which is totally possible.
Here we go. This guy's name is, I've never heard of this guy. His name's Frame Order. He's got 8 million subscribers, 540 videos. Animation Studio Frame Order. His most recent video put out 3 days ago has 318,000. His video before that was 5 days ago, 340,000. Video before that was 10 days ago, 600K. 12 days ago, 350K. And he's got compilations of his videos that go up to like the
cartoon box.
one of his compilations he posted a year ago has 62 million views. Another one posted 6 years ago has 58 million views. I've never even heard of this guy. This is what I'm talking about. They're like kind of violent, adult-themed 2D animated cartoons.
Yeah, you know,
I've never heard of this.
It's a thing, you know.
Yeah, this is way more successful than any brick filmer.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see, who else? Who else is popping off here? Mr. Bean Cartoons seems to be doing very well. That's probably for kids.
Mr. Bean,
the cartoon, yeah.
Isn't that like a? It's probably like a corporate thing, though, right?
I'm probably subscribed to some of these fuckers. So let's see. Let me go through my subscriptions here. Wow, I gotta clear out the old subscription box. I'm like subscribed to like 250 people.
Wow, it's quite the collection you've created.
I think David Firth's another good example of someone who's actually, you know, creatively talented, but also does well. I mean, what? Yeah, he's more. Yeah, he's got almost 2 million subs.
Yeah, but like, I mean, his
Solid Fingers 10 came out.
He's got a lot of subs.
A year ago.
His videos do not do numbers.
Yeah, they could definitely be doing a lot better.
Yeah, he's kind of like
I guess the Salad Fingers each get like 1 million.
He's kind of like a bad example though, because like those don't have like a very widespread appeal.
Salad Fingers, they each at least do 1 million or 2. Some of them have more, but that's better than the brick films I've been producing recently. Cream got 24 million views. That was 6 years ago. That's one of his best things he's ever done too.
Yeah, but it's it's like
even like this is like a moderate success, but it's still better than where I'm at currently.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah. I mean, I'm not dumping on it. I'm not trying to dump on it. I'm just trying to understand, like, you know, what these guys that are doing numbers, like, you know, CNC,
right?
You know, just kind of, I'm interested. I mean,
Ed's World is another one that does numbers.
It's just like
Ed's World.
Ed's World.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's some like kind of defunct ones like Oni and Psychic Pebbles. They used to be big back in the day. Not really they don't make anything anymore though, as far as I know.
Ed's World. Zombie Picnic. Yeah, I mean, you know, it seems like, you know, there's it's just a bigger market, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, have you heard of Worthy Kids?
No. I haven't.
They don't have quite 1 million subs
Negative.
yet. They're like 945K, but each one of their videos does at least 1 million or 2. And that's kind of where I want to be at. Like, I'm not really happy unless my video gets at least 1 million views. Like, I feel like that's not too much to ask. Because I put a lot of fucking time into them. And I think they're really good. It's just I think the Lego might be holding them back.
Could be.
I think that's kind of...
Could very well be. Yeah, I'm looking
at
the
catching point for a lot of people.
I'm looking at this guy. Yeah.
There's this one guy, I can't remember his name.
No, it's funny. It's
now.
Funny, right? Because it's like some people, you know, it's like, oh, Lego, like, nah, but like other people are like, you know, it's like, wow.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess it's just like most people think Legos are for kids, so that probably stops them from clicking on it. Whereas, like, if you see a cartoon, you're like, oh, like, I know, like, there's lots of cartoons out that are not for kids, so this might be more my style.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Rick and Morty. I hear that's something that's popular.
People like that.
People like that.
Are they going to change the voice? They're going to recast Rick and Morty. Apparently, I heard that.
Oh, what?
They already recasted his other show, the Solar Opposites.
Well, I don't know anything about any of this. What are you talking about?
What's his face? The guy who created Rick and Morty. He got like embroiled in some controversy. Controversy.
Was he touching people or something? What's I don't know.
I don't know. He's like apparently an asshole, and he was like messaging underage girls or something.
I've always heard that he's an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's more. Oh, he's messaging people.
Messaging underage girls and saying weird shit to them. You know, I don't know if that's like what's That's what people are saying about him. I don't really know like all the details.
You mean what? You talking about Justin Roiland or Dan Harmon?
Yeah, Justin Roiland. Yeah, he's in Hot Water.
Let's see.
Yeah, he kind of just seems like a douche. Yeah.
Messages. Okay. Let's see. What did Justin Roiland do?
Let's search adult cartoon. Funny.
Oh, Adult Swim has ended its association with him.
Yeah, he's cooked. Oh yeah, Hell of a Boss. Have you heard of fucking Fizzy Pop or whatever her name is?
Maybe.
She's epic, dude. Or Vivzy Pop. These guys are doing fucking numbers.
He was talking to
8.2 million subscribers, and their shit slaps, dude. It's like a huge collective of. I mean, she's basically started her own like animation empire on YouTube. She's awesome.
I can see why they cut him off. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Wait, you mean
flew a little too close to the sun.
You mean the man who was one of the people who came up with, I guess he's the creator. What about Dan Harmon? I thought he's also a creator.
I think they're co-creators.
Okay, well, you mean one of the creators of like the most disgusting cartoon show that has hit the mainstream like eyeball, situation is also a fucking weirdo and is trying to solicit people on some sex shit he definitely should not be. I'm shocked personally. I'm not shocked. I'm actually not shocked at all.
Yeah, it's funny because
I'm shocked that it was such
a popular show, and then like because it was so popular, I think like they kind of got high on their own like supply, And the show it was just so fun and fresh and original, like when it first came out, and like I think the fame, the money, it goes to people's heads, and they start to lose that special something.
Fizzy Pop, who's that?
She's this chick. She's like an animator.
No. How do you spell it though? Because I just looked up Fizzy Pop.
It's V with Vivzy Pop, like Vivzie Pop. I'm pretty sure.
Vivzy Pop.
Mystery drink game. Adelie and Mom make a gross family challenge. Nico gets a rainbow juice surprise. Oh God, I'm searching through the depths of YouTube right now to find this guy. He makes these like really gross videos. So I typed in gross cartoon, and I'm finding some really horrid stuff.
These look like the precursor to like furry porn.
I haven't checked out Hell of a Boss, but their show, I think they did a pilot for a different show called Has Been Hotel. And that was awesome. I wish they like continued that series because I was really invested in that one. Yeah, watch the pilot. It's actually really, really good. It's almost like too good. It's like beyond, it's really inspiring, but it's like beyond my capabilities. Like, I mean, this is like a full ass production, with tons of people involved. It's like studio level quality or higher. I mean, it's like on that level.
Right. Yeah, it's like
I'm trying to find some happy medium where like I'm happy with the quality, what I'm making. Like I don't feel like it's a waste of time that it's just going to get lost in the ether of YouTube in a year.
Right,
but
something something.
I can't afford obviously to make something like this
with its own voice. That
resonates. Something unique.
Something that
I also have like tons of ideas all the time that are not really suitable for Lego in a lot of ways, because like if you want to do like a guy like if you're parodying like a political figure or like some white guy, say for example, it's like what do? You just have like a white Lego.
You're stuck with the Legos.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like him. Like it's funnier when you can do your own rendition of that character.
Yeah, that's the thing is right. Like Legos aren't like nearly as expressive like with their face kind of specifically as like a cartoon can be. Unless you do like
you can do like a lot more exaggerated stuff.
Unless you do like some kind of like Lego. I mean, even the Lego movie, like you know, they're only expressive to a point. You know, and it's just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you had full like face control and could print whatever figure you wanted, it's just, you know, or like the Lego movie where it's CGI. A lot of people have suggested that. They're like, you should get into CGI Lego instead. It's like, no, that's not the issue here. The issue is Lego is, yeah, that's a terrible idea.
So it's
like Lego is the problem.
It's a limiting like there's only a certain amount of market share that like Lego videos like have within like the internet.
I would never do CGI Lego. That sounds like a big step backwards.
It's a bad idea. Personally. Yeah, it's a very bad idea.
Oh yeah, this guy, his name is, I finally found him. It took fucking forever. His name is Meat Canyon.
And I feel like I've seen cartoons.
That before. Yeah, and
they're like horrible, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like horribly drawn, like that's kind of the aesthetic though. It's like the appeal. I mean, I wouldn't want to do this.
I just mean like the videos themselves, like they're horrible. Like I try to. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've never really thought any of them were that good. Yeah, I don't know if I would call them horrible. I don't think they're like my style of comedy.
It's like the intentionally grading like.
Yeah.
Type of video, like I don't know. To me,
it's very like it's very like modern. It's very now. His videos do very well, and I think I'm just kind of pointing to him as like somebody who has shown success in this type of, you know, on this platform with 2D cartoons.
Yeah, no, totally.
That are, you know, puppeteered.
No, yeah,
they're puppeteered drawings.
The people do exist. You know, that's
right.
You know.
Right, yeah. And you can do like voiceover collabs with them and stuff. Like, I'm really entrenched, obviously, in the brick filming community, so I pretty much know everyone around here. But if I was more entrenched in the 2D animation community, you know, there's a lot more opportunities for actual collaboration. That's really the name of the game when it comes to like building your channel. Like, obviously make good content, but if you're trying to do anything beyond that, it's really the collabs and like getting your content in front of new eyes.
Collaboration.
It's almost like prestiging. I kind of see it that way, where like you kind of need to like get rid of the old stuff to like move up a level. But it's just tricky because like it's gonna be a while before I kind of figure out what direction I want to go in, because I still have so many like Lego projects in the works. And,
right.
Developing a unique style from
the train's moving. The train's moving along. You know, eventually a new track might get built.
It's chugging along, slow and steady. Right, it would kind of just be nice to like just sell everything. I think that would just be like satisfying on some sort of level. I've always kind of wished like there was a fire that just burned down my entire house, because I've kind of reached the pinnacle of where I can go with Lego animation at this point. Like once Lego Batman, the Red Hood video comes out, like that will be like the best produced, like the best looking brick film I think ever, pretty much. So, you know, I'm sure I could top it. I'm sure like there's ways I could go beyond and do something even grander, but
to what end?
It's not as exciting. Yeah, to what end? Yeah, because you're only gonna be hitting that certain market, and at a certain point, you know, if there's no audience, then there's no show. The bigger the audience, the bigger the show. And I'm kind of like looking for a new challenge, I guess.
That's what Hugh Grant said in the Greatest Showman.
Is that what he said?
No.
It sounds like something that Hugh Jackman might say in the Greatest Showman. Yeah, for sure.
When Hugh Grant
a little Barnum humbug.
That's right. Yeah, if that's the way it ends up going, I'm sure it'll be interesting. At the very least. I mean, it's not like it's like you'll definitely not be spending the money that you do on Lego productions.
Well, the thing is, I'd still spend the same amount of money because I'd want to hire people like Sean and stuff to help me out. The money would just be, allocated to different areas. Hiring Keshin, hiring Sean, because Keshin wants to get more into 2D as well. But yeah, it would be like a lot more. It'd be easier because I could work with people all over the world. And I won't have to rely on them to. Like if I hire a brick film animator to make me a brick film right now, they have to kind of be really good in all facets of filmmaking.
There has to be like a whole there's a much bigger setup than just having a computer.
Right. Whereas 2D can just be done on an iPad or on a computer.
Yeah.
And you can just hire that person for that. Like if someone's really good at backgrounds, or someone's really good at character animation, or someone's really good at character design, you can hire them to build just that asset, and then move that on to someone.
Right. There's ways
else.
to farm. There's ways to farm it out more efficiently than there are with Lego.
It's more efficient. Yeah. It's just the thing that really kills me thinking about it is like not having like a real set anymore. Like not setting up actual lights. Like I like using my body. I like working with my hands and getting down and dirty, kind of in the thick of it. Whereas when you're working on an iPad and a computer all day, you're just kind of staring at a screen. It's just
all the time. Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. And, I've been going to the gym a lot and stuff, and like, I've been trying to make that balance work. But even what I'm doing now feels like too much. So to kind of jump in full time, all screens all the time, just, I don't know. That's the kind of mental hurdle I'm kind of battling.
Well, it's a hurdle.
Yeah, because I just don't think there's really any upside to sticking with Lego other than just like satisfying my own creative impulses,
your own enjoyment. Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to make it profitable. I really want to do something that actually brings money in. Especially now that I have a family. It's like,
well, yeah.
That's the responsibility.
Yeah, but it's like well, how will you get burnt out if you're not enjoying it?
Right. Yeah, I have to.
That's a real aspect. Because it's not just staring at the screen. It's like how the actual creative process. Because like,
I'm pretty excited about the prospect, like creatively. Like, I've already designed like a little like Batman character and made him a little puppet, and I can use AI to generate backgrounds, and they look really good. And then I can kind of augment them myself and add things and add like lighting scenarios and VFX and stuff. So I can make it look really like cinematic in a lot of ways, while still being this like goofy cartoon. So that's the kind of thing I guess I'm trying to develop right now, is just like a style that feels unique,
right?
But is also not too challenging to replicate. It doesn't take
something that is feasible, and reproducible, and can economically be worth doing. It sounds like that's a major motivator.
I know. There's still so many Lego projects I have to finish up, but I think I'm just not going to take on any new Lego projects from this point on, and then wait until they're all done, and then maybe kind of regroup and think about where I'm at.
Yeah, well, 2025, we'll see you.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a good.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see if that. We'll see if you hit it.
Because I still have to finish up Red Hood, and then after that, I really want to do this like Santa Krampus video. That's like the next big project I want to do.
Right.
That would be like another epic one, like probably 15-20 minutes. So God knows how long that'll take. But yeah, I'm not starting anything new. I need to chill out on starting new projects. I want to do an Aquaman musical, but I think that's I'm gonna cease development on that for now until I make a decision.
Yeah. Well, I mean, always keep that in your back pocket. I mean, the thing is, if you just don't sell all your Lego, you could just like do a Lego project when you wanted to, like in the future.
But then I'd be too tempted.
You're too tempted.
It's got to be permanent. It's got to be. I have to commit to the decision. I think it's not something where I can just like lackadaisically.
Sure.
Oh, like let's try this for a while.
Sure.
I feel like I can make some good cash. I'm selling all this fucking brick, dude.
Oh yeah,
a lot. Yeah,
lot of brick.
Yeah, fucking. Make sure those mobsters don't break my legs. Finally pay off my debt.
Right. Yeah, a lot of brick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm bricked up. Yeah.
It takes up square footage.
Yeah, I think it'd be great to kind of turn the basement area into a artesian lounge. Kind of like I want it to look like the inside of like a McDonald's down here.
Less of a storage area.
Very modern aesthetic, like blocky finished, square kind of tables with outlets everywhere, chargers everywhere, bean bags, love sacks. What do you call them?
Just anywhere to sit that you please.
Yeah, you can kick it and work on your art, and be good place for the kids to come down and get creative too. Like let's get creative. Like this is like the creative zone. Like we could do school down here. We could do like classes down here for our homeschooling. Potentially. Just right. Yeah, I want to make this space down here more palatable to the whole family. I think. And encouraging the young ones to it's kind of indulge in their art as well.
It's kind of a hands-off situation now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, as they age, they can come down here, and if they behave themselves. But that's going to be a while.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a choking hazard.
Yeah, definitely for now.
For the time being. At the present moment.
What about you? Do you have any like big time like career moves, or like where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hey there, it's Editing Forest again. Just coming at you with the simple knowledge that you can access the rest of this conversation over on the Patreon. We dive into Mason's goals, as well as a discussion of the WGA and SEG strike. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can go sign up over there.